Your Side Weather Deck is sponsored by Montel Construction, your home team.
Welcome back to 13 on Your Side. Meteorologist Samantha Jacks outside on a much quieter weather deck this morning than last night's storms. Those are pretty good noisemakers. They brought down a good amount of hail as well. But in terms of any damage, the good news is that we have not had any ground reports this morning and much quieter conditions in terms of stormy activity today, but cooler temperatures on deck that do present freeze concerns. So starting things off with our weather ball, it is currently solid blue as we have those cooler temperatures in view.
The 13 on Your Side Weather Ball, sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse.
This morning we are starting off in the mid to upper 30s. We will climb our way into the mid 50s with decreasing cloud coverage throughout the day. We also will see our winds calm throughout the day. So a bit breezy to start off our morning, but then we start to see the winds subside tonight. That's not necessarily great news. And I only say that because when the winds calm like that, it makes it easier for frost development. It also allows temperatures to get even cooler. And because of that, the National Weather Service has issued freeze warnings going into effect at midnight, continuing on until 8 a.m. on your Thursday morning for pretty much everybody along and to the south of the US 10 corridor. What's going to happen is we'll see temperatures fall their way down below freezing for pretty much everybody just to the east there of US 31. Right along our lakeshore boundaries, sure, we might hover in the mid 30s, but you still need to be prepared that you could touch that closer to that 32-degree mark. It's good news, though, for the tulips. They're a pretty hardy plant. They tend to be able to sustain some colder temperatures. As for some of the sensitive vegetation that's already developed, though, in terms of our apple crops, especially the further inland that you travel, that's not necessarily going to be good news for them, as we do sustain these below freezing temperatures from about 3 a.m. continuing on until 8 a.m. So whatever you can do to help prevent frost or freeze, we suggest doing so. Shelter those potted plants that you can indoors. Cover things with sheets or blankets outside. That's going to be your best bet. I'm going to imagine that any frost fans, if you have some in your neighborhood, are going to be turned on this evening at a lot of the orchards. Temperatures for our overnight lows over the next several nights. The good news is that they improve vastly, making their way back into the 50s and 60s. And temperatures over the next several days during our afternoon highs, those are warming as well, gradually making our way into the mid 70s by the weekend. So we have a cooler, I should say, 48-hour stretch. When we start to see those temperatures increasing, we also start to see an increase in our chances for rainfall, first arriving 7 p.m. Friday night, continuing on with scattered shower activity throughout your Saturday, and then isolated rainfall chances lingering into your Sunday as well. Not a washout of a weekend, but opportunities for rainfall there. Lakeshore communities today, mid 50s, northern zone today, low 50s, and southern zone today continuing on in the mid 50s as well. The rest of your 13 on Your Side 10-day forecast certainly looking like spring, even warmer than normal spring temperatures in the mid 70s throughout next week.